Hello and welcome to a little bit more of our Larankar Empire campaign in Anbennar. And yeah, we're basically waiting on this truce. So we're probably gonna go murder these guys, and apparently we also probably need all of this. So fun times ahead for sure. But yeah, let's have a look at the mission tree and see what it is specific. Oh my god, there's so much left. This mission tree is like fucking massive. It just truly is. But anyway, hero cults of the exemplary. What do I need to do for this? I need to either accept Sun Elf or Dawn Elf. I need 10 provinces with the Sun Elf or Dawn Elf that have my religion, or I need to culture convert all of the elves and have the modifier purging or expelling elves. And then I need to have some regiments present. So, how many Sun Elves, Dawn Elves do we have? There is plenty enough Dawn Elves. I think we just accept Dawn Elf. I think that's fine. But now I do need to religiously convert them and have a temple. So, let me just shit out a bunch of temples over here and not really care about where they're going. It seems like a reasonable situation for me. This land here also counts, so you're coring. Okay, cool. That should be that mission done. Probably. I mean, if not, we'll have a look more at the requirements. Monuments of the Water! I need to have a bunch of these provinces. I need to own all this, and then have docks and shipyards. Bruh, I hate. I mean, you've got a shipyard already. What do I drop for this? I mean, the marketplace, I kind of want to keep it. Yeah, let me build one more dude. What about this one? You've already got the shipyard. What do I drop for you? I think you get dev to 15, and then administratively expanded, potentially. You, I think I just... Oh, hang on. Aha! Swimmingly. Wait. Oh yeah, here, dock. You, I need to wait for more admin points. Truce still there with you. It's these guys that I've lost the truce with. We'll get over there eventually. Also, my war exhaustion is high, which is fun. So, recently playing an Lisna game with a monuments mod. Why has no one told me that there's a monument in Golcora that gives 1440 tax a year? What? I guess I don't have that monument. Is that the one that these guys build with their Stewards of the Sorrow bullshit? Because I also was not aware of that. That seems a little broken. That seems a little broken to me, not gonna lie. What else do I want to build while I'm just here? Sexy workshops, couple there. Universities, we've pretty much covered all these, but why not spam a few more of them out? Soldiers' households, anything with food-related trade goods. You think it's in the Sahol Monuments mod? Okay, well, I haven't got that one turned on right now. But, yeah, good find. I do want to do like a proper Keterata game at some point, probably. Those are two terrible generals. You're much better. Although I'll keep you for the 3 siege. You may come in handy. We can purchase an ability, yearly absolutism, though we're basically at our max absolutism right now. Anben. Is Anben something that I want to accept? Probably not. And my unaccepted culture here is kind of crazy. Hopefully there's some kind of mission that will, like, merge all of these cultures together. I always like those kinds of missions. But yeah, now we're to 3. That's fantastic. So you, dock and dry dock. And there. And Besolaki and Apihoxy. You're coring. Yeah, spend all of my monarch points. Why not? Okay, you murdered. But yeah, I think anytime that you see mission trees that like merge a culture group into being one culture, right? I am a big, big fan of that. So in this case, I would like to see actually Mate Bahar is just one culture anyway. There's no extra cultures in it. But Bakauta, that's got to be something that changed there, right? That's all in like one culture now. But like Amben, Dembian, blah 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 blah. I would love to see all of these be like changed into Kianai culture through some mission or other. Like that would be really, really cool. I would like to see that. So it's also Kaolian here. No, it's MKos. Wait, which one do I not have done? Best lucky Apeoxy Kaolian. Okay, Kaolian's almost done. There it is. Besolaki is being cored. Apehoxy, I need to wait until I've got one more click here. Then that there. Then that there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh, don't like rebels. But we'll get that sorted real quick. We have a lot of money again, so I don't really have any vassals, do I? No, I have no vassals, so that monument is kind of useless. This one, sure. Why not? But yeah, the Great Dam. Own provinces in region production efficiency actually kind of vibes, right? That's actually that is not as big of a region as I expected. I mean, it's fine. It's not exactly the best thing in the world, but you know, whatever. Get you to DC's that. Oh, production efficiency plus 50%. Anyone wise has come to these strange otherworldly tones of the Effelai songs with great suspicion. To listen intently to these eldritch hymns feel the haunting tones press against your very soul. No mere mortal or man can remain unaffected. Fortunately for the government, however, these songs can sometimes be useful, such as in Moimoksul, where the population appears to have become remarkably sedate and obedient. I mean, good. Oh, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, wait, no, that's not a good thing. Effelai Bloom's bad. I forgot about that. Many of the expeditions into Effelai did not return, and more yet had suffered severe casualties. The information that we're able to bring back with them, however, is immensely valuable. The pulsing mass below the trees was found to be present throughout our territory in the Effelai jungle, forming a vast network. Presumably, it even spreads far beyond our own territory. What's more, it's undeniably and indisputably alive and sentient. All our expeditions report the same thing. Any forms of attacks made against them, be it by seed thralls, strange monstrosities that dwell in the jungle, or the trees themselves, all coincide with the network below their feet pulsing heavily. Many have started referring to the thing as Effelai, as they believe that there is no difference between this pulsing network, the jungle itself, or even many of the creatures that live within it. The Effelai, they claim, is a single creature, covering nearly half the continent of southern Elandir, and it wants us dead. These discoveries have stirred much unrest in the court, and our advisors are deeply split of what the next course of action should be. Most are in agreement that we are, whether we like it or not, at war with this creature, and in order to win this war, we must cleanse the jungle with fire and steel and destroy Effelai, root and stem. Either Effelai lives here, or we do. A smaller group of advisors, however, see a different path. The natives of Effelai were able to live alongside for centuries in relative peace. What's more, we have capabilities that they did not have. If Effelai is indeed intelligent enough to conduct warfare, they argue, it must be intelligent enough to communicate and reason with. If we can make peace with Effelai and live alongside it, we can form an alliance of kind that we have never made before. We can plainly see what damage Effelai can do to us. Imagine what it could do to our enemies. Well, I have zero potential way of doing anything other than burning it, so we're gonna burn it. Seems mighty reasonable of me. Yeah, and I want to finish making some cores as well, apparently. Would not be a terrible idea. Epihoxy now has its dock. So this mission, I'm basically Besalaki and Enayan. Here, still got only 3 provinces done so far. But we're basically fine. Where's them new rebels? I think they were on this island again. Oh no, this island down here, but that's fine. I have a fort. I love the unit models for the elves. Fantastic stuff. Selling veterans for 100,000 manpower. Getting a bunch of... Oh, that's good. And change the primary culture and stuff. Yeah, alright. Oh, we're now at 10 out of 5. Fantastic. Alright, we'll get to the next one. I was going to make, like, essentially everything into a full state. I think that's probably the right way to go. Even though I do not have a remote's hope in hell of coring it all with the dearth of admin points that we currently have. And I think you're probably waiting on actual cores first. Yep. But I mean, I feel like things are going alright. Certainly could be worse. Get that stability, hell yeah. I think if we sort by overextension and just core the things that are up here first. Okay, so we're only like 1 away. And you need to be controlled first. Larankar has a nice color. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I've seen worse, for sure. Death of a merchant. Money or prestige, I mean. Take the money there. An offer. Another offer. Let's go. You can have 50,000 manpower. I don't have 50,000 manpower. That apparently does not matter. Speaking of not having enough manpower... Maybe that's gonna help. Who could potentially ever say? But we gain 4,000 a month. That's not a terrible number. Where is that rebel stack? There you are. So yeah, I don't really rate the Great Dam City. We're probably not going to worry about that one. We are going to worry about that, though. You can upgrade as well. This boat, I think you're still protecting trade here. You will dock you and upgrade you all as well. Oh, and you've got a transport. Rancid. Do that. This transport can go over here. All right. Internally, we're doing pretty nicely. Build a few more of those. And I think at some point as well, I might build some more like these 1808s. Although, what are we at now? 32 combat width. Yeah, the 1808s are probably good. The quarter stack. Right, I have artificers as well. I completely forgot about those guys. Should definitely build all the artificers we can because they're just that good. And there we have some Vorpal bullets, which are amazing. I've read out all the artificer stuff tons of times. I'm not gonna do that again. But yeah, Vorpal bullets there, morale damage, huge, huge, huge. Let's get some spark drive rifles, because they are sick. Is there like a decision I can do for burning? No. Miracle of life to war exhaustion reduction. Fantastic. Truces with a bunch of people. That's nice. Let's see, with this, can I get any maps? I'm thinking like whatever this might be. 4 provinces? Nope. I'm looking for just the most amount that he'll say yes to. 2 provinces, South Effelai. I mean, that's kind of wild, is it not? What happens if I do that? Do you then have MIPS? 14 in Leechdons. Alright, that's tempting. Calamity Sea. We're in the Castaway Sea. Turtleback Isle, 6 provinces. That's actually tempting. Oh, no, there we go. South Ulas Lament Ocean. Beautiful. Big W. So your Merc, your Merc, your Artificers, your Artificers, you are Artificers. Okay. If I can just get to 80, I'll be happy. I'll be able to do something with 80. But having just 15 is kind of meh. Can I get like a force limit guy? Yes, I can. Give me to 85. Do I want to go to like 84? No, let's just go 85, and then I'll be able to make it into 2 stacks, probably. Depths of Credivi, global spy network stuff. Yeah, alright. There's M80. I'll split them. You can have a relatively decent general. And I will make 32 cannons for each of them. Run out of manpower. Excuse me, I ran out of manpower though. Bessalaki. Let's have a look at you again. That'll do. You go take care of that. You can go take care of that. That will do the trick. Also, more rebels, because, of course, more rebels. Easy enough taken care of. You go there, and I'm going to need the boats. But they're kind of busy. But that's fine. Ebethil is over, so if I want the Turtleback Islands, I can go get them if I want. Infrastructure ideas. No. Technology. Also want the Miltech as well. I want you to go and stand over there. You can stand probably here is fine. In a month I'll be able to get more. Give him some cannons. Where are you going to? Moima School? I don't know where that is. Shouldn't matter. Let's get you to go here. How close are we to that mission now, then? 7. You're still coring. You just not have a temple, I think. Yup. Let me just, again, build a bunch of temples everywhere I can. That'll do the trick. Probably, maybe. You can probably have a temple. But, you know, temples are bad. Probably going to get rid of them at some point. Ormami separatists have abandoned their revolt. Nice. Good. Oh, you didn't abandon yours, though. Fuck. Tolerant is not a bad trait to have. We'll take that tech, of course. How is it that that doesn't have enough for you? Whatever, now it's enough. You can drill. This one is money for 15 dev. Not sure that's entirely necessary. Got more provinces that I can turn into full states as well. I do think it's worth it. Even though I'm going to have to core them all at some point. Then yeah, I'm doing pretty good on the GovCap. Not bad at all. We're over PP for the first time in basically forever. Courthouse is going to help. That was probably going to help. Usually helps. Yeah, whatever. You are still coring. How long until I can attack you? 41. Okay. If these boats go here, you're going to do a little bit more damage. Or make the siege a bit faster, at least. I'm still... Got more. There we go. You can now be that. I'm kind of curious how much I need to spend. So this is gonna be a little cheaty. Actually, it doesn't matter, right? If I give myself ADM 5,000, 50,000, whatever, then I can hover over this and see that it'll cost me 2814 to core everything. Nice. That's a lot of admin points. God damn. We're obviously not going to cheat like that, but, you know, it's just fun to look at how fucking far away we are. Either way, yeah. That's just you now. We're at 8 out of 10. Oh, another province need full core. Nice, love to see that. Love to see that. Nothing above this needs doing, is it? No, that's all done. What does this want? I need to accept Dwigani, or none of them can be Dwigani. Okay, I actually just need to conquer up there. Do I have no claims up there. Does this next mission give me claims? Oh, I think it's all changing culture. Oh, wait, no, that one would be accepting, still accepting. What does this one do? Permanent claims on Alakand, which is this. Okay. But this one wants me to go up here, so maybe I start building spy network on that motherfucker. And you allied with them? No, you're not. That motherfucker. At some point we attack Wineport again. Taking that siege. Good shit. And we can enact a gov reform. What are we going to go with? Ottoman Proviso is always the best one, so I'm just going to go with that. Dalkatash, upgrade. Mkios might be a good one to upgrade. Yeah, it definitely won't require more than just these two to take out Aenean when it is time. They have no friends. Soldiers' households. Sure, why not? More of these, sure. Universities, always. That's actually a pretty decent place for a fort. Yeah, I could attack Wineport if I have a claim. I don't, though. I need imperialism, CB. Kind of necessary right now. Also, places that we're building here might be worth just speeding the process along with money. Get to those level 3s, because they're kind of nice bonuses, and I don't want to be waiting forever for the level 3 shit. I don't want to spend manpower, because it's actually... I mean, I'm up to 5,000 a month, but that's still 10 months for a shift click. Plus, I want to see what is the decision to divine fate from the oracles. I want to know. Plus, I make an absolute crap ton of money. Alright, there we go. We're level 3 now. So, an extra missionary, I think I just got. I did, which is actually going to be incredibly handy. we're also the ability to have the eco hegemon. So goods produced plus 25%, gov capacity modifier plus 20%, dev cost modifier. Like, that's all exceptionally good shit. Here we go. Deep beneath the stones of Cormontran lies the shrine of Canaluthy, the Fate Weaver, suspended in an ancient precursor relic. By offering a worthy sacrifice, our ruler may commune with her lingering presence and receive a vision of the destined past. Only those untouched by fate may dare to seek it. Beware, knowledge of destiny is not without its price. 250 ducats. What expensiveness. Before you stands the Fate Weaver, a withered oracle entombed in bone and silver. Her eye sockets aglow with embers of forgotten time. This ancient relic does not speak, yet her presence stirs the winds of destiny. Those who dare seek her counsel may glimpse a fragment of the fate yet to come, but her guidance is never without price, and the path she reveals will forever mark your soul and kingdom alike. Choose the thread of fate you would pull, and it should be woven into the tapestry of your reign. So I could get some admin efficiency until the death, get Monarch admin skill plus 1. Okay. 30% chance of getting a smaller bonus. Okay, alright. So that's all about admin stuff. This would be all about Diplo stuff. So vassals, don't really care about that. And then military stuff, morale of armies, maintenance, morale damage. That's all actually really cool as well. I'm going to go with the admin one. That seems like the best one to me. I think, although I am low on mill skill. Maybe go mill skill. We'll call upon the Crimson Omen. Ashes of the Wind we got. Wait, is that the one we got? I think it is Ashes in the Wind we got. So morale of armies and land maintenance modifier. I mean, it could have been better. Could have been a lot better, but whatever. Could have been tons better. You want to have a cathedral. You want me to go and own that? That's actually tempting. That's also admin points. You want me to own Lochmayan. You also want me to go for Degakian, but you give me admin points, so I'll do that. Degakian being you. Outer Torn Sea seems reasonable. I actually don't know what... Oh, that's this. Okay. Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll go for that, but... Eventually. Kind of want Anane to go first. 41. We only have to wait a couple more years. How close are you? 9 out of 10. Okay. Is it a religion change that we need somewhere? Is there anywhere that is my religion but doesn't have... Oh, you're being changed religion right now. Perfect. Okay, I think as soon as this is done, then the mission will complete. I don't know what bonus we will get, though. Return on investment. Okay, here we go. Do I get the 20,000 again? 24,000. That's modest. That's fucking modest. Let's do it again. 60,000 manpower. Fine by me. And, I don't know, just do that one. Those are start golden era. Actually, you know what? I will. Welcome to my golden era. And, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It was infantry that can be upgraded to the Sibicimera Skirmisher. Liquid Glory. Oh, import. We've had this before. Traditional drinks, obviously, just seems like the best one. Passive blood, fort maintenance. That seems also like really good. Manpower recovery speed, fort maintenance, and +2 land leader shock. Also, all forts in the all things in the air just got 1 fort level, which is, I mean, that's fun. But yeah, let's upgrade all of our forts to the next level. Damn, we have a lot of forts. Think that was all of them. Probably. And then I get that done as well. Might as well do those. We'll also lower some autonomy. Not that it's really necessary. You know what? You can just go deal with that. So, did you not have... Okay, you're still converting. There you go, now you can convert a little bit faster, right? Yeah, 6.5%. Alright, this should be mission complete. And it is. The Exemplars are powerful beyond measure, a military and religious organization without equal, but they turned their power to foolish pursuits, casting shadows across Aelantir and beyond. Their organization is so similar to the organization of our own hero cults and religious brotherhoods. If we turned their cult of exemplary into a cult of glory, we could use their power to in the expansion of our empire, while the warlord heralds do what they wish with the Dry Coast. There are, of course, those who view this as a fool's errand too. Should this effort prove too difficult, we can simply expel those prodigal elves and fold the Tachindi immigrants who have moved into the lands into our empire. Alright, I have no idea what we're getting, so... Boom. Done, I think. There's still Dawn Elves and shit, so I don't know what I got. Any modifier, maybe? No, I actually think, expelling is probably the way forward there. The Violet Library, the venerable institution that formed in the heart of the enlightened and prosperous Danuka Dumrursvarn of Tachindi late antiquity, is known for expanding tremendous effort into documenting the deeds of any god heroes they can find, storing tens of thousands of records within their labyrinthine archives. In their efforts, they have developed a concept called the Thousand Paths of Ascension, which seeks to highlight paths aside from warfare that can lead to apotheosis. If we are to build a glorious empire, we need our smiths, our architects, our dockhands, shopkeepers, and bakers. We cannot have everyone throwing themselves into the fray of battle. Perhaps then it may be worth officially supporting this idea. So what did I need for that? Just win the Camriacavals War, Religious Unity 85, and have no Orin no Noreyus. Camnan looked on sullenly as the victorious soldiers marched home. He could see friends and family all passing by, brandishing wounds and bloodied weapons with the same vigor and cheer. Their town had won a series of periodai recently, their warriors besting all the neighboring city-states. Gadevelgar and Ulmakilagavand and Denevapasursi. Whatever. And while they won glory, he'd been stuck at home dueling. Camnan looked down to his withered legs and the wheeled chair that held them. The jeweler heard a loud tut from behind him. Each parade I find you in such a state. Must you wallow in regret like so? Camnan turned. Jalan Wathi, the local priest of Elagith, and a member of the Violet Brotherhood, stood, arms crossed and a faded smile across his face. Camnan shrugged, frowning. My friends win glory in the battlefield day by day. Why Van Rennen has slain so many foes he may well ascend. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here tinkering. The jeweler looked to the parade again. How am I supposed to attain glory if I can't fight? Same way your sister's writing grants glory, or old Trianran smithing. Why, that elf made half the weapons used in that battle. You make wonders every month and you still feel inadequate? Foolishness, Camnan, foolishness. There are many paths to ascension, and in Devu Manu, smith and soldier both drink from the same fenny barrel. Camnan scoffed. Then why do we love war and battle so? The Empire marches east and west, north and south. How could you get more glorious than that? Now it was Jalan Wathi's turn to frown. Elvenkind has always craved the easy path, and blood and violence is easy. But sometimes it's being turned from the easy that allows one to seek the fulfilling. The priest looked to the parade. Perhaps Tachend will turn from the easy path one day. But until then, Your works will shine brighter than steel. So until the end of the game, advise cost to challenge the true faith, and I gain the Eminence Ruler style, extra Diplo relation, the Patron style, yearly prestige, possible advise. They're kind of meh, but okay, we'll take them. New thing here, ending in exile. All provinces in the Mushroom Forest region, so I need to go murder that. Either murder the Dweegi culture or expel the Dweegi culture. There are no Dweegi cultures. Seems reasonable to me. But let's grab... Wait, I can't claim... On Pearl's Edge, I've 35. What the fuck? I thought... Do I have to... What? I don't understand. I thought... Oh, can I spy directly on the fucking colonies? Okay. I thought they were like vassals. I don't play enough in the New World for this shit. Do I want the Market Mender or the portable turrets? I'll take the portable turrets. Do I have it on the Pearl's Edge? No, I have it on Pearl's Edge itself. I thought I had to claim on the actual Overlord. Like I said, I haven't played nearly as much, I guess, natives as I have basically anything else. So, yeah, that's my bad, actually. Half price guy. No, I'll just take the money so I can upgrade you again. Recruits are flocking to the standards. Very nice. Do I want to start working more on getting some of that shit done? Merchants. Can I get you... Get rid of, like, patronage of the arts. Oh, wow. No, no. Maybe not. Yeah, so I need to apparently spy on you and you. And probably fucking you as well. Oh, hang on. Wineport. Have you back. An dies today. $28 days. Okie dokie. Well, the cannons did all the work. And beautiful. I assume I now have 10 provinces, so this will be a slave movement event. Or click? No, it wasn't. Oh, I only have 9. Fair enough. Though the Teichendi have never truly been at home on the sea, are the storms of the southern seas, warding off most from straying away from the land, Green Glory both, have turned the Teichendi to the waves time and time again, as trade with the Kianai brings wealth back to Teichend, and the power of their great ships occasionally make themselves known. After Lascaris invaded Teichend, there was once more efforts to unlock the secret of Kianai naval power, and in the Degarike, monuments of the water, so great and powerful It is a glorious endeavor to build one in itself. A key was found. Devand will soon fall, but if we are to invade Alicant, we must first build a fleet of these ships and finally beat the Kianai at their own game. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't really care about any of those force limit of Degarikes. They're kind of bad, so I don't really care. When new Warhammer MP, I don't know. It's kind of hard to justify it when they just kind of die. Degakian is currently dying to Ormam. I kind of want them to be two separate wars. So I'm going to attack you. Elkin can join, that's fine. Where's my... Oh, is this my combat fleet? It is. Let's grab you one of those. Pretty good. Monkiness repair, that's fine. Don't need your money. Don't be late. It's not about laziness. It's just, it's very disheartening when you put a lot of effort into making an MP and then it just like fizzles out. Like there's one week where not enough people turn up and then it's like, oh well, I guess MP dead. GG guys. It's like, no, we could just hold off a week. That's fine. That's doable. But, you know, it's kind of hard to convince people that that's the thing that we can do. Do I want to click this button? No. $50 admin points. Let's go like those. Great damage, just not worth it. Oh no, he's full surrendered. No, let me DCH his capital, please. Okay, thankfully I got one. Well, he hasn't full surrendered. Let me go take Kimanis back. Oh, wait, you've got that. Good. Because it's cheaper, obviously, if this is, you know, me taking this in 2 wars. Instead of, you know, Ormam taking all of it, and then it's more expensive for me to take shit from you. Because you have more. Do you have a friend? You have Octakayan. Let's go and murder Octakayan. No, Degakian, you cannot have peace yet. This is only a capital fort. Oh, hello, Damesia. Dwindling resources, fair enough. So this actually probably shouldn't take too long to siege. Especially if I go here. Unless you want to give me both provinces. You don't yet. You just stay where you are. Our Pettifer, I'm not at war with right now. Alright. So, can I take absolutely everything? Yes. Full annexation of both. Gorgeous. Ooh, and I can build the Death Sand Lab. I think I'm immediately going to start doing that. Because that is kind of important. That's the one that stops everything from dying to the blue sand bullshit of, you know, this island, fucking big old wasteland bullshit thing. Do I have rebels that siege something? I did. Well, boats, go be busy elsewhere. Hang on. Get this guy over here first. My heir is an zealot. Okay. Actually, you can deal with that. Easy peasy. Is that useful yet? Yeah, we're kind of getting close to it. Being useful. Alright, easy peasy, squash the bugs. So, plan... I don't know if I can full annex both. Maybe? Might be doable? We'll see. We'll try. Actually, I want to go and take care of that boat there first. 20 prestige? I think I was already at max. I'm now at max Diplo points. I don't want to do this. Oh, what I could do, actually. Sort by cheapest. Spend my Diplo points here. I know I haven't got nearly as many cost reduction modifiers as I would usually like when doing this, but meh. Good enough. My trader died. There's my return investment. I got modest returns of 30,000. Let's go. Immediately do it again, because why the fuck not? Yeah, there is like infinite money here now. These aren't all at level 3, they should be. Sorry, level 5. Splits everything up. Nice. Good job there. Deal with that sheet. That's kind of annoying timing on that one. Winepaw is planning to attack Ingani. That's fine. I don't care about that. Probably actually good for me. Almost finished with you. You are almost fully occupied. Just this island here, and we're good. Portable turrets. You'll love to see them. Fund the outfights again. Magic missile deployers. I can't get another 10, so we wait on that front. All of you go together. You just go and attack that. You can go there. And these guys are basically at 100% now. Flagship sunk, and there's the 100%, but I want to kill your ships anyway because I am a bastard. Alright, so, oh, hang on, mission complete. Titans of the Sea! We have full trade control. Seas may be terrifying to most Tachendi, but with the experienced keen-eye sailors now being drawn from our cleaved sea territories, and the powerful Digarikes, as well as new designs of sail and mast designed for the open ocean, Tachend has the opportunity to become a maritime power as well as a great land power. If the Empire is to truly become the master of Andeus, it must learn to become the master of the waves. Andeus, is that like the entirety of South Sarhal? Or South Larankar? South frickin' Aelanti, Jesus Christ, okay. So I get heavy ship combat ability, nice, into the end of the game, and also into the end of the game, hull size 25%. Oh, wait, that's only on Digarikes. Naval maintenance modifier on Digarike. I don't really care about that. Permanent claim on Severed Coast region. What region is that? What is the Severed Coast? Let me just TI. What did I just get claims on? What is the Severed Coast? Oh, the island. Right. Fair enough. Already own it. Second nerd. Anyway, I'm going to try and piece out El Takan. Hopefully I can take it. I did make him a Kobolage. No, this is absolutely no way. Absolutely no fucking way. But I can take a chunk. And then Ormam. Rebel sentiment. I don't care. Kind of want Degakian And I kind of want this one, and I kind of want Lucamayan. I kind of want to link those together. Oh, we'll take another one. Works for me. I get the rest later. So, go with overextend. What I could do, technically, is, like, release Degakian. But I don't want to. I'd rather just deal with the overextension. Growth of another port. That's nice. Expansion of a university. 9,000 ducats a god. Of course. Can't believe you'd ask that. Of course it's fine. Alright, and your job is going to be the pacification of rebels upon this here island. That is your job. I hope I'm focusing admin, actually. I am, right? Yes. Who's close to enforcing demands? Resin-Canned. Okay, but they've only got one island, so that's fine. Oh, one province. I'm already working on it. Wild growth. Alright. Wine Port have insulted us. I can't believe they've done this. Also, just sort by overextension. Yeah, sort by overextension, then go from the top. Usually the best way. Growth of Arpetifer. Either way, these are all soon to be complete. Stop questioning my legitimacy. It's clearly I am the most legitimate, otherwise I wouldn't be able to conquer this much. There we go. Just get into positions where you could be happy. What is this? Tachend in bloom. Dev cost minus 15%. I mean, I could. Construction cost, I definitely don't need. I just do click buttons. Just click random buttons that make things go explodey. Probably gonna be fine. Maybe you... Yeah, I mean, nah, that's fine. You can deal with all this shit, right? Of course you can. We'll take that. New cannons. We got the swivel cannon. And I think we go for new Busalar now. Actually, you know what I could do? Firstly, you need to upgrade, and then protect trade. Protect trade here. Bro's doing his best. He'll be fine. Yeah, we'll go for a new Busala. And I think if we just, like, march in, should be fine. I do think you're going to need a little bit of help. Move the separatist sentiment away. You need a new general. That'll do. "19-day siege ticks." Nice. Monk just needs repair. I mean, that's just not a problem anymore, really, is it? How's my mountain dudette doing? Alright. Getting that one done as soon as possible is kind of important, because I can't speed this up with money. Okay, found their army. Keman is expanding. All these separatist sentiment bullshit fucking doodads. Alright, I think we cleaned up kind of nice. Everyone looking good? Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to be a case of waiting for victory. Rather than, like, actively going and seeking it. But hey, at least these guys will be fully occupied and I can just wait. Three random ships. It's like, I can't even ask for what I need in this war yet. Which is 4 provinces, 3 war score. I mean, I probably will take everything, of course, but I can't even take that. Let's also build spy network here. This is now no longer necessary. Well, war with Lion Marsh. Do I want to do anything about that? Nah. Alright, all the rebels killed. Good for now. More wild growth. Just keep clicking the core all button, I guess, now. Probably good enough. More things to take tech on. A dip, sure. Admin's gonna have to take, you know, a step back for a little moment. I don't want some cathedrals. Not really. Ideally, I'll be able to delete the cathedrals, but... Oh, you're the one that's building Death's End Lab. Fair enough. Death Sands Lab. Also, all of this is going to need to be, like, covered in forts and shit. Kind of important. I'm probably going to want to change this to my primary trade port as well, but I need to make sure Amadia is not going to be sucking out all of my trade first. Walking trees are migrating. Fun. How good are the Canorians? Let's see. Canorians actually kind of all right. Kind of all right. Good to know. Return on investment 32,000. Because why not? This time I'll just invest with money because I have more of that than I have manpower. Don't know if you've seen it. There's a submod for Anbennar called Relics of Anbennar. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a new way of spending Splendor. Ooh. Whoa, I have not seen that. I have not seen that at all. Let's look for it. What did you call it? Relics of Anbennar. Is this the one you're talking about? Because I like myself some new UI shit. Issue of relics disappearing when taken by realms and relics being taken without season capitals is now fixed. Submod adds dozens of unique artifacts mentioned in Anbennar's setting as their own unique interactable items. Ro. Who is Ro? Do they have any other mods that I know? Relics, a submod patch for Dwarven Knowledge. Okay. Gabras loading skill replacer, of course! Of course I know them! Also the 40k mod. Very nice. Another Antebellum submon. Alright, cool. From Sfaria, okay. Custom relic GUI. Display the relics you collected. Once collected, each relic is visually represented with its own watermark, faithful to how they're described in Anbennar's lore. Okay, alright. I'm thinking this might be inspired by the Fallout mod. Maybe, because they had some shit like that. 30 relics has on passive bonus, while of an active effect can be used by spending Splendor. Okay, I like that. Some relics can only be activated limited number of times. The number of relics are owned by another country in 0.54. Can be stolen. Alright, I like it. Alright. Certain relics allow you to access new Diplo actions. You do anything from turn allies into historical friends. Alright. Or completely disable their artificer units. Yo! That would be fucking... Oh my god, okay. Relic bonuses are often complex, provide bonuses not seen elsewhere. Sacrifice advisors to gain special rulerate. That's cool. Collect the souls of vanquished units to respawn them on your side. Summon clones of Castan as a general? What? Acquisition, you can see how you get them by hovering over it. It's cool, alright. If a relic has an owner, occupy the capital or annex them. Just occupying the capital is wild. Oh, I say Fallout mod, but also a little bit of the Warhammer mod as well. But this is really, really cool. We're going to try that on the next campaign. 100%. 100%. So, these are some of the items in game already. All right. Do I recognize any of them? No. But that's fine. Crown. Oh, you could do the fucking dwarf crown, right? Is this the dwarf crown? Genie collections, coronite collections, exotic cuisine collections, some unique shit. Is this the keys that you get from a Musu that you can unlock a fucking unlock a fort with? A draconic collection, fey collection. So we have here the Vorodromir, a scepter wielded by the dwarves of Ovdal Azan. Alright, what do you give? Chance powerful mage trait 25%. That's really cool. That's the passive. The activating will give 1000 XP to an ongoing magical study. Fuck me, that's so cool. Alright, I am a big fan. Alright, what else we got here? Penance. Hammer is closely attuned with the shadow plane. Activation 50 splendor. Passive is ruler, admin, and ruler mill, +1 if they're a lich. Active effect is zombie horde. Okay, so this is purely for necromancers. All right, that's cool. I like that a lot. We have the Herald's Hasim. This needs to be. Hang on a second. Copy page URL. Let me open it in fucking here so I can see it a bit better. Open image in new tab. Passive advisor costs. Sacrifice an employed advisor to add yourself some monarch points on your ruler, as well as giving a trait. Yo! Each user has a 33% chance instead to reduce your corresponding doodad and give a random negative trait. Increase to 75% when attempting to consume a court mage. Court mage gives powerful mage bonus. Okay. That's vibing. That's so cool. Alright. We have another one that I can't read. Slayer of Legends. It's the Erdend sword. Okay. Army tradition for battle, it's kind of meh. But for 100 Splendor, you get 5 morale damage when fighting countries in the Kobold culture group or Fey religion group. Alright, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. Ublig's Banner. Covert action relation impact -20. Kind of meh. Gain 1 after Fool's Journey. Okay, you go on a Fool's Journey for, I assume that's going to be 10 years. 10 years of -2 Diplo points, but then you gain 1 Diplo point. So as long as you live for 20 years after, you make your points back. Fair enough. The Deck of Arket. Yo. What do we got here? The Deck of Arket. No passive effect, but the activation is you draw a card, upgrade a random fort building. Shadow Magician Admin Advisor with skill of 2 will be available for employment. Okay. Get yourself Court Mage. Rulers with Powerful Mage die immediately. Fucking Christ. But you gain Plain Touch trait along with 2 random negative traits. A random Castan will be available as general. Get some Ahati. Get the Greedy trait. Garm will die. Alright. Add Devastation to one of your areas. Rebellion of Zombies appears. Mage's Peace card. You gain 1 level of proficiency in a random school of magic if they're a powerful mage. Or they lose some points if they're not. Okay. I like that it's not all positive effects. Relic actions here that you can do. A Blood Plague. Okay. And you can see where shit is. Okay, I like that. Relic's location currently unknown. Can be obtained through the Buy the Agate Gem. Okay, so the gems are in there. Okay, so that is what we saw at the start, and then here was the Dwarf Crown. Okay. This is the... wait, is it? Crown Jewels Collection. So, no. Wait, does this open a second doodad? Because this one on the left is the agate gem, clearly. Oh, wait, this is specifically the Reliquary of Gowed and this Reliquary of Severed Ear. But this definitely is not an agate, right? An agate is definitely not that color. Kurgan, the Void's Edge. Oh, sorry, Kungren. That's the one for 1Z. A drill gain. Nullifying Dames tier. Dealing plus 50% fire damage to the target's artificer units for 20 years. God damn! 1Z just became flat out amazing. Low attrition, passive effect. Get an advisor. Calendal, the Gleaming Blade. I still haven't played fucking Blade Matches. Army Tradition Decay. Morale of Armies and Army Tradition from Battles for a year. Not bad, not bad. And you get an... Oh my god, they've done UI shit here as well. I suppose if you're smart enough to do UI shit here, then you're definitely smart enough to do UI shit here as well. And the fucking God Fragment becomes what... Oh, yo, that's so cool. That's so cool. Next campaign that I play, we're playing with this mod. That is fucking... Yes, that's really cool. That is so fucking cool. Alright. Now I have to decide what campaign am I going to do that would utilize this shit. Like, legitimately, what campaign is like a good... Gotta catch 'em all kind of fucking tag? You know what I could do? Dwarven Knowledge, Anbennar submod, and if I can get back to the fucking workshop, and the Amaldir mission tree. It's been integrated to Anbennar content expanded. Okay, so I could just play Anbennar content expanded for that then. Right, that could be a vibe. Let me just check the Dwarven Knowledge. Do you have a submod? Patch for all Dwarven mission trees combined. I don't really want to do that one though. Maybe, I don't know if this works with the Amaldir mission tree because it's not saying anything about it. I'll look into it though, but that could be a really cool next mission thing we do. Fucking full ass Amaldir shit going on. That could be a vibe. That could be an vibe. Anyway, let's go kill some Bucellari. I think they're locked here. This is their return province. So they're kind of stuck where they are, which is why they're not trying to move. And they're going to retreat here. Yep. It's so good when you understand the fucking mechanics of this game sometimes. It's so rare. Anyway, get stack wiped. And again, I'm actually just gonna take it all. Because I can, and whatever, we'll leave that alone for now. And oh look, we have more things we can claim from you, so why not? And you as well? Oh, don't mind if I do. But for now, we're just going for you. Oh, eventually I'll go for you. Right now we have to wait. 100,000 ducats. I mean, I suppose with 100,000 ducats, we could be like... doing whatever the fuck we wanted, really. Like, I should have more troops, I think. Up to 105. That's nice. But yeah, build more of these 1808s. Actually, 20016 is what I'm gonna turn all of those into, and we'll just... actually build up to the force limit. Yeah, the problem is going to be the manpower situation. I mean, 600,000 manpower, gaining 6,000 a month is not bad. There's the magic missile deployer. Definitely don't need to do that. You know what? If I did that, though, then we can take a thing from the merchants, which we're gonna do. Then if I do that and say, oh yeah, the merchants want Irvan to have a doodad, eventually I'll get to it. And we might be able to get another thing from you. What do you have? Increased levies. I'm going to get rid of that now. Unless... yeah, I'm going to get rid of that now. Need to keep that. Patronage of the magical arts. I don't think I need that anymore. I needed that for a mission at one point. That point is over. And there's nothing here that I can take that wouldn't lower my absolutism. So, I won't. Like, this would be nice, but minus 10, not nice. I want to get this absolutism as high as possible. Oh yeah, you can turn into the 20016. You will also do the same eventually. Oh, it's not my core. Fair enough. Yes, yes, not a problem. How close are you? Kind of far away still. 'Tis all right. I think what we're going to do... oh, more ships to rule the waves. Yeah, okay, that's what we're actually going to do. I'm going to move my trade capital to, say, Degakian. And we're going to bring these ships to here. You're also going to get the guy. And then we're going to say... actually, I think that's still good because I own 80-odd% here. Let's pop you on transfer, obviously. You don't need a guy here. Because I have, like, all of the power and you go and wherever the fuck I want already. That's the same. 0% staying there, 0% staying there. You do need it, so you don't send shit north. You do need it. I do want to have a merchant. Oh, I've already got a merchant there. I think everything's looking fine. Probably, I don't know why why I spent more money there. But hey, let's build some Digger Greekese ships. That's why the fuck not. And obviously some war galleons as well. Lose a stability, gain glory. Whatever. Alright, now you can turn into that. Kind-hearted. Actually, it's going to be really good for us. But yeah, let's attack the Leechtons now. Unless I can get more claims. Get one on you. Ooh, hello. Oh yeah, and then you... Both halves of this turn into that as well. So, plan is, do I take just what I need? It goes into this. All parts of the Kenai subcontinent. Okay, I mean, eventually that's going to happen. But it doesn't want any of this yet. All provinces in Alicante. Yeah, all provinces Alicante Capitals Province Group. Have 10 regiments present. We can do that. It's not a problem. All provinces in Alicante Capitals Province Group, 30 regiments present and 90 Vainglory, or they are all Vainglory. So they are all my religion, and the capitals have a bunch of buildings. I don't know. Figure it out as we go. Sack of a place. Spend some money, sure. Works for me. Anything I can build? More courthouses, always needed. Training fields are always needed. Spend some more of our dip. Good enough. Spend 17,000 ducats. Yeah, sure, whatever. I attacking into mountains? I am. Do I care? Let's hope not. Nope, we're good. Let's save a bit of the vainglory now. My big old sexy fleet that's probably got more coming. Good enough. I don't know, I don't feel like these ships are even that good, but, you know, we'll take them anyway. Pop you on fucking auto siege. I'm sure you'll work it out. This merc is now bad. He can probably be made bigger. Yeah, this is the new one. Ooh, I could take that super early. Don't think I'm gonna. But it is cheap as fuck for me to dev. So I will. You can have a general. There we go. If you got siege, you've got siege, so you can go there. Wait a minute. Oh, all of those slave provinces have 40 dev now. They all have 40 dev. So now I'm just getting admin points. I'm just getting admin points. It's fucking crazy. Okay. I mean, that's going to help with the coring shit. 100 admin points every time I click that button. Just for killing some fucking rebels. It'll go rather nicely. And you... No, not that one. Go on that one, and I'm just gonna build you a line all the way up here. So you can deal with the rebels. Or deal with the sieges, I should say. Mercantilism. Is stacking vainglory something you want to do, or is it better to stay low? So you don't get any good benefits from having it high. Like, you just get a lot of stab cost modifier and monthly war exhaustion. But some of these things give more benefits if you have more. And there's a lot of missions that require you to have a bunch as well. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Motherfucker. What a fucking ridiculous bit of money. But hey, guess what? I now have Combat of Own Ghost and my admirals are cheaper. This thing, fucking, who cares? We'll get it up to level 3 because who doesn't like production efficiency in the region or whatever? What else we got over here? Ooh, yes, upgrade you to level 3 because I'll get wait, I just get a merchant? I did get a merchant. That's actually really good. You're already level 3. Cool, cool. Why can't I make these? Oh, I need to accept the owner's culture. Daggerben, we've got an Ormaben. That's a Lockaben, a Kirkaben, Octaben. I think this is going to be a accept culture, a convert culture situation. I can't actually move any of this trade anywhere either. In good directions. I'll pop him here just so I get an extra bit of trade power, you know, having merchants downstream and all that shit. But otherwise, I think, yeah, that was it. Restoration of Canaluthy. With the restoration of the Great Dam, Canaluthy has reclaimed its soul. Water, held back by thousands of tons of stone, the sacred river now flows once more under the control of our engineers and priests, feeding ancient canals and irrigating the forgotten floodplains. Around the city, fields began to form anew, and with them the first labor camps. Slaves gathered from across the empire and driven into the riverbanks to dig channels, clear the silt, and breathe life back into the lands once fed by Techend. The whole Gofira Kendram area gets construction costs, goods produced, tax modified. Oh. Gofira Kendram area. So this one here. But hey, we'll take it. Okay, I can upgrade it. And I will. And yeah, you can have 17,000 ducats, because why the fuck not? War rigs, movement speed. Oh, yo, hang on, that's cool. I'll have some war rigs, and I can also turn on another one of these. Siege ability. Speaking of siege ability, look at my sieging right now. Actually, if I give over to you with your 3 siege, this will be even easier. Less than 100 dudes gone. Alright, cool. Let's go murder these guys then. Manufactories has appeared. Nice. Well, you can only escape here, I think. No, okay. You got some more return provinces. Either way, essentially this is kind of all I want from the war right now. That leads into Beyond Techend. I need to improve relations of a Canorian by 25. I think what I'm just going to take the small bit that I need. Which is actually a bit bigger than I thought. That much. Yeah, it's fine. Small truce. So it needs a workshop or accounting house. Having a few matches could be good as they give passive vainglory. Yeah, maybe. But you get +2 for conquering a province and plus 0.2 every 1,000 casualties. At this point in the game, you're creating casualties. So I don't think it's like necessary to worry about, you know, getting a little bit of passiveness from anything really. It's just not something you need to worry about. When is my truce up with you? 60. Okay. Also, probably should get myself up to 72 transports. That'll work out nicely. Ooh, we've almost finished coring everything. Nice. James T deposit dwindling, don't really care. Let's see about some more courthouses. Okay, only 2, fair enough. Center of trade as well. I think if I can get a center of trade boosted here, that would be nice. Also, I've got so many places that I need to make into full states. Again. Why can't I do it here? Because you're not a core, because you're still building Death Sand Lab. I need to also change the culture here. Fun. Also, can I build some forts? Does anyone have a map of the best fort situation you can do in Chios? Or in Alicante, I guess. I'm sure it's a thing. Alicante Fort. Don't know. What we could do, actually, is now invade Arpedifer. Obviously, we still need to go after these guys, but, you know, it's gonna wait. Repair the homunculus. Honestly, just go back over here. I've got fuck all inno, have I? I'm gonna take this now anyway. Get a little bit of inno, because why not? Ah, there's still quite a lot to core. Truce with Booslar's over, but other than Line Mash, there's nothing much we need. Or nothing much we can get. So here, That's the only thing I believe is required for the mission. No province in South Elantir is not Dweegui. Oh shit, here. God, that's expensive. Ugh. Or I need to accept it. Dweegui. There we go. I can do this now. The Dweegui, the original denizens of the Mushroom Forest to the north, and mercenaries and traveling alchemists have been a notable, if uncommon, sight through Teichend since their exile in 1200s. But we all know their eyes have always been on their original home. The Advakala of the Sedrigengi were close to supporting an effort to end their exile in the mid-1400s, but the venture had failed. By finishing the job, we may be able to add our empire a valuable new province indeed, as the riches of the Mushroom Forest will flow to us from a grateful people. Good shit. The whole region is going to become Dweegui. Goods produced, province governing cost. And I get +1 max promoted cultures. So, yeah, it was free. Culture becomes Lai? What the fuck is Lai? Oh, that. Okay. Well, there's a bunch of Dweeguis. So Hand That Mocks, I just need all of Alicant. That's my next mission, is own all of Alicant. Mushrooms were rich! Once more came the iconic cry of the dwarven neighbor. Dwarves are here, okay. Often uttered in the tunnels of the Serpent Spine where food can be scarce. It's a delight to spot a batch of savory shrooms, but while the mushrooms of the Serpent Spine had long been able to test the pumpkins of Newshire for... What the fuck are you talking about? What's a Serpent Spine? What's a Newshire? A whole forest of exotic mushrooms, so unlike anything above the ground or even below. Towering as vast and great as even the eldest trees of the deep woods, the hazy forests of the region provide vast, untapped potential for feeding the world. When one tree could keep a village for the winter, there should be no trouble in seeing all of Canor. I don't know who that is. All of Halan, flush with affordable sustenance. For a few brave souls, help us figure out which ones are poisonous. Price of fungi goes down, but I get the entire region giving goods produced. Cool. Worth quite a bit then. Oh yeah, and you can be conquered. Alright, do I want to... I mean, the fact is, I've got enough money to where I will take this as soon as it is available. The problem is, though, that it's simply just not yet available. So we must still wait. Anyway, give me 100 of each monarch point. Easy enough to pacify the rebels. Spam the institution edicts. Yeah, I probably should have edicts on, because they're basically free. I mean, they're not free, but you know what, actually... Manpower is my only, like, bottleneck-ish. I don't care if it's making everything cost more. I'm not going to spam the institution edict because it would be an absolute fucking nightmare to turn them all off again. But I can do this one time and then ignore it forever. Because we are, you know, infinitely rich. We have evolved past the need for economy. This may take a while. Also, 7,150. 158, okay. So we'll see what happens at the end. We're only halfway through. This is not a world conquest tag, but it is a continent conquest tag, and even then, it can get a bit ridiculous. Almost done-ish. Unironically, I do think this is worth it, though. We're technically almost done. Alright, now we're done. So we went up to 7-6. That's fine. Interesting that the color of the manpower is so close to your empire's color. It's almost like it was destined to be. It's actually scary close. Are there any islands that I can pop some forts on, I wonder? Oh, you probably should have a fort. Hey, we've cored everything. Let's go. You know what? I'm just going to take that tech, because why the fuck not? May sabotage reputation. It's definitely something I'm going to plan on probably never doing. This is what we're waiting on here. If only there was a button to activate an edict for all states. Yeah, that would be really nice. Mark several provinces and change occupier. Why not select several states and change edict? Yeah, 100%. That would be super, 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 super nice. Turn you into a bigger tradey doodad. Oh, there we go. The death winds. Word comes from the north, carried by the brave and foolhardy who venture the waters. The Kaydano stirs. The winds again sweep that great poisoned waste, stirring the desert's life-sealing sands, and soon enough they will whip south to ravage Alicante. Already the news spreads like wildfire throughout the Keons and into the countryside, and those who dare to live beyond the windwards are making preparations to move into the cities to weather the storms. Over the coming weeks, all life begins to revolve around preparation for the death winds, and normal economic activity slows down as people focus on surviving the worst. Fun. I mean, what's my death wind level right now? You're a wind warded city. Sure. There's the war rigs. Cool. So, research more shit. I've lost so much fucking stability. I need to get rid of that vainglory. I've currently got 66. There we go. Still can't afford it because, like, wait, I'm still plus 66%. That shouldn't be the case. Maybe a monthly tick. Powerful relic found. Yo. 50 glory. No, I don't want 50 glory. You keep that fucking... Wait, is glory and vainglory something different? Anyway, there's 85 cost now. We're at least on building, you know, even. There's my return on investment for 34,000 ducats. Fucking Christ. Don't change my style. I guess my style is already the one that reduces stab cost. No idea where the fuck it is though, but whatever. Is your job not to fucking go deal with those? Truce is almost up with you. 60. It's in 3 months. Truce with you is already up. So let me grab these two guys. Head on over. Where's that rebellion gone? There you are. There's a stab. Can I stab up before I take it? Yes. Get me back to 3 stab. Let's go. Oh no, construction cost. I can't believe it. It's gonna hurt me so fucking much. What am I gonna do? Damn it. I was hoping he wouldn't get to that siege. He's a little bit awkward and annoying. I swear I'm getting way more repair advisor events than normal. Truce the Pearl's Edge in case I need to do that again. We'll embrace. It's only 14,000 ducats. Why the fuck not? Walking trays are migrating again. So yeah, I am going to win this war. Then I've got a mission that will just be complete after that. Of course you went to the same fucking province. How about you go to their capital? And we're almost capped on dip points again, so... And this is why I don't think it's a problem to culture convert everything, because I've got shit tons of dip points. I don't need the money, so deving is, like, not exactly the most useful thing in the world. That's going to be useful. Now we're back below gov cap again. You'll love to see it. Apparently there's a lot of stuff that I didn't have fully stated yet. That's always fun. And pop on the manpower doodad for all of them as well, because that's always nice. Okay, I think that's everything. Probably not, but whatever. Alright, we're at 99. Am I at 99 with you as well? Not quite. I have to get him to 99. Treason? Ain't no way. So unless I can separate piece you for everything. Oh, which I can. That's nice. Alright, peacetime. Don't know why I took their money. Their money was literally irrelevant. Anything over here? No. All the rebel guys were just here, and fuck it. Do that as well. We're gonna get capped on fucking mill points as well. Anyway, I want all of your provinces. Congratulations, you are now part of my empire. Do that again. And yeah, mill points, I guess that is a development situation. Works out. So, mission-wise, what do we need for this? I need 20 regiments present in Degakian, and then all the capitals need 10 regiments each. Okay, let me just fix all this rebel shit first. You can go duck over here. You're the one with the extra ships that no one wants. I guess I'll fucking take. New gov reform. What do we want? Cambrian reign for max absolutism could be nice. extra promote culture, but I don't have a parliament, so who cares? Don't have any subjects. Yeah, alright. Cambrian Reign it is. I don't care about AE, so whatever. My heir is dead. 553 is pretty good. I'll take 553. And we'll go manpower recovery speed on him. Tis only money after all. Gnomes in Kirka. Absolutely, they can come. I like gnomes. Bounty of the Calavand. Okie dokie. Alright, you can go back to Degakian. You sorted there. Alright. Degakian has its province dudes. I need all of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces with 10 each. So you can do it. Genefield cultivation's done. Noise research again. Whatever, they're all shit. Alright, and they now have at least 10 each. Very nice. And we'll check those provinces again. That one down, down. Da, 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 da. Okay. Think I got that right? Probably didn't. We'll see. It said 10 regiments. It didn't say 10 intact regiments. To be fair. I think I got this right. I did! Oh, wow. GG, my memory. It's usually way worse than that. Alright, well. The Key and I presume to be superior to us. They eschewed the worship of the gods in favor of mortal words and sayings, drinking their wine and carving their pretty statues. Our elites indulged in some of their ways, sure, importing Paria wine and Potadino glass, but they never fell to their mindset. As they sat secure in their prison cities, engaging in petty skirmishes and trade wars, we fought cataclysmic wars, storms of blood and fire. Lascaris thought he would bring their waste to us. Instead, we will bring the storm to them and show them what is truly the superior people. 40,000 ducats, okay. So I get the Hand That Mocks. Adradar II watched the Roya Qatari labourers from afar as they finally broke into the core of Degakian's windward, its Kenelean. The blue glow of magic erupted from the steel casing. The harsh glow turned his eyes towards the sky above and sent a wave of unease rippling through him. Adradar turned to the woman standing to his side, furiously scribbling in her notebook. Are you certain we're safe here? Adradar asked. With the windward gone, what if the storm strikes? We are safe, Lelegitha Vustrin bluntly stated, not caring to look up from her notes. We've done evacuation drills 15 times. Nope, 16. Forgot to count the false alarm. Any residents will die, but our labourers will be safely in Orman before any disaster strikes. The Emperor shook his head as he turned back to the excavation. Riches for us, fear for them, but it is ill-delivered. Degakian was a proud city of glorious warriors. I should have chosen Octacaean. And why did I counsel you otherwise? Yes, I know. My compunctions are exactly why it need to be targeted. I see that, but even so. The Vestarian matriarch finally looked up from her notebook. The old Kianai used to be mere prisoners of Tassinai, by my estimation. The Phalanxa were the last of their wardens. They clung to a long obsolete duty, a relic of the last cycle, just like, and forgive the slander, the Mudalias. Unlike the Mudalias, though, they used their ancestry to justify mocking the ways of all those opposed to them, even other Kianai. Like the Karkares they kept under watch. They never would have accepted our ways, and so they needed to serve as an example. Degakian will forever remain a tombstone for Kianai exceptionalism, a sign that our might, our fury, is more than equal to their sophistication. The Emperor crossed his arms. Our fury, yes, and our pride. So, Wind-Watered City gets removed from Degakian, and it gets ruined Kian until the end of the game, giving fucking terrible bullshit modifiers. I get +4 goods produced. Dame's Tier gets produced in Degakian. I don't like that. Bro, they're getting rid of my precursor relics? Nah, bro. Did I do all my buildings already? Yeah, pretty much. I have this modifier thing. I can give him 100,000 manpower and then get like 40,000 ducats out of it. It's pretty rancid. So, yeah. Buildings are essentially done. It's just a case of remembering to go click them once every so often. And also, I need to develop, which I can't be asked doing because I'm lazy. Alright, so... The heart that feeds. What do I need here? I need them to all be... Wait. All provinces in Alicante Capital's province group, 30 regiments present, Vainglory 90, or convert them all, build a shit ton of buildings. I think... I have 30 regiments, all provinces in the Alicante province group. If I have 90 Vainglory, I think this is just done. Because I cannot be fucked building temples and forts and town halls and blah, 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 just so much blah, blahs. Alright, here. I need to improve relations with 5 Canorians. I know 5 Canorians. Saloran. Woodwell. Not you. Silver Moon. Who's the Monastery of Silvermoon? So just like with whatchamacallem, the Emperor's Bodyguard, when you get to the point of Rebellion, they change their name. Order Aldresia, yeah. They become the Order of Aldresia or something like that. It's a little bit different. It's slightly different. But yeah, these guys also change because of rebellionism. That's 19. Oh yeah, I'll spend all the money to make the nobles happy, that's fine. Speaking of... Oh yeah, Irvand upgrade its trade thing. You're all up by 43. Yeah, that's fine. So bring you back. And find 3 new ones. Eberthil. I mean, I need 2 more, actually. Should be a way of, like, sorting by, is this word red? Let's go Morale of Navies guy. And then go back to Canor. Sorn cost, improve relations. South Roy, improve relations. So this should say 3 of, yeah, there we go, 3 of 5. And then we're going to click this again, and then merchants want a counting house. Not a problem. Or a workshop even. The fact that not everywhere has workshops yet is wild to me. So by culture, then they're more sorted together. I suppose that's true. But I still kind of want to sort by cost at the same time. Where are we at? 22. Okay, mission complete now. Andeus is ours, the heart of southern Elandir, the land of magnificent cities, great peoples, legendary stories and myths, now under our total control. But we have so dearly learned there is a world beyond Tachend. The Empire Vainglorious may rise alone, but it will not rise in isolation. New ways of dealing with magic are being pioneered, new religions, professing ancient truths, and possessing cutting-edge innovations are sprouting up across the world. And the warlords, gorged on the vain glory of their conquest, are clamoring for new foes to invade, new riches to plunder. And as news of new discoveries arrive in our ports, they clamor for secrets to unlock and powers to gain. We won't deny their demands. One wonders if you could. Don't call me a hoplophile. But I get permanent claims on places. Hopefully... shit over here or whatever. Oh, that's so little permaclaims, man. The Amara War of Tachend followed the artificers. They showed him their inventions outside Pelaya or in Corium. The Gath Yanavida looming large in the background. A short fellow in a funny hat, Sando Boltbrass, led him around. His assistants gave demonstrations of each invention. Here, T-Wave transceivers connects like lightning. Oh, speaking of lightning, spark drives. Any enemies? Bad dude? Pull the trigger and to-do, dead. And here, the Magic crafter Firmerizer Resine Thermaturgical Arcano Blaster Cannon. See? Supercharged a little, modified by me. It's not yet perfect yet. It'll backfire. 49.5% of the time. Needs a bit more gilder to fix, if you understand. The Amarawar understood perfectly. The other weapons and innovations interested him, and greatly, but they were single target weapons. He wanted devastation, and this arcane blaster thing looked like it could give him it. The Adradar pointed to the statue in the distance and the palace where its head once stood. Ebenath, the first emperor, decapitated that statue with a bolt from the astral sky. Precise annihilation. Give me that, and I'll give you more gold than you can imagine. 170k immediately. Sando scratched his beard as he contemplated. That is difficult, yes, very, very difficult. He called in his assistants, and they set to work modifying the cannon, tinkering with the casing and the dame steer within, aligning it perfectly. Then the gnome hooked up a string to a lever at the cannon's back and ordered those present to stand no less than 6.1 meters away. After a short countdown, Boltbrass pulled the string and shouted, "Danger ho!" The back of the blaster exploded. Half the artificers ducked for cover, but the Amarawar was too transfixed on the magical bolt careening through the sky to care. The impact of the palace stopped atop the Gathiana Vida and blew half of it into the sky. Adradar's breath caught. The power of Ebenath replicated before his eyes. If this was the power of but a few Canorian artificers, what could the Teichendi do with such technology? What powers would lay beyond Teichen's borders? You've won yourself a city, maybe 500 of these. Unlocks us an estate that we already have. We have it already, but it's fine. So, you want me to own 20 provinces over there. You have given me no fucking claims! I hate that. And I need to have artifice capacity available. That's not a problem. That's easy. Super easy. I need to own 10 Revelian provinces. Are we going to become Revelian? What the fuck? Or spy on somebody with a Revelian chapter lodge. Or be Revelian. 60 adventurer loyalty, bro. Actually, they're not far away. Nakar Kredivi needs to have some troops present. We can do that. Armies led by my ruler. I really don't want my ruler to be here, but anyway. Nanrudakar, the city of cities. By all accounts, it's the greatest and largest precursor city still standing. Built over, as it has been, by over a millennium and a half of slums and temples and Teichendi-made monuments. Beneath the surface lies the underground, a colossal labyrinth of slave warrens, storerooms, ancient laboratories, and who knows what else. Its upper levels, the Undercity, inhabited by scum of Namru-Nakar. But the lower levels, the Underworn, is filled with all manner of danger. Nobody knows how far the Underworn goes, how deep the slave and nobles delved. Why don't we find out? I lose infantry, that's fine. Higher our estate loyalty, army tradition, and discipline, infantry compatibility, the better the expedition will do. I mean, it's high enough, right? Maybe I'll wait until this is done. It shouldn't be too long, right? Gomo petition will grant them charter, absolutely 100%. In Kurka. Production efficiency 20%. Nice. Also capped on Milligan. Oh god. Okay, I need to own all that land up there as well. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so you're a little bit happier now. Nanrunakar, the greatest, largest, oldest city in Elantir, was once named Aersel. The heart of pre-ruined Teichend, the city was Tessinine's primary docking station, which gathered tribute from slave and noble vassals of the Precursor Empire and teleported them up to the Flying City via the Vanatavanam. Naturally, such a massive city, which handled such a monumental amount of goods, needed a place to store them, and like on their rural estates, the slave and nobles preferred to hide such utilitarian necessities underground and out of sight. Over thousands of years, they built a vast system of underground warehouses, slave barracks, reservoirs, and sewers, alongside quite a few facilities they would rather keep out of Tessinine's eye. After the ruin, the city's underground facilities were abandoned. The depths of Aersel became the Nakari Underground, a dangerous, winding warren of smooth stone corridors, half-collapsed chambers, and every danger imaginable. Every year, scavengers delve into the darkness, but harassed by both dangerous wildlife and the mutated remnants of those slaves driven deep underground by Ebenath, they have never managed to even remotely subdue the labyrinth. This expedition would be the first to truly attempt to reach the bottom of it. There's one problem, though. Nanrunakar is, and forever will be ruled by the Mudaleas, the most prestigious and wealthy family in Teichend. They claim descent from Leandara Mudalea herself, the Tassinine precursor who was instrumental in driving the slaver nobles from the city after the ruin. With over 1,000 members at any one time, they have their fingers in every corner of the city, a power that is not diminished with their fracturing into 3 branches following the battles against Larankar. The full support of Mudalea cousins is likely to be a key to the success of the expedition. Nobles are loyal, so I will do that one. Nomi Streets renamed. Support further development. There's several thousand entrances in the underground in Nanrunakar, tucked away in side streets, basements of pre-ruined buildings, and sewer pipes. But most of these are small or treacherous routes, which only give access to the Undercity. The inhabited upper layers of the underground, where the destitute vagrants and criminal classes of the city live, away from the attention and protection of the city guard. In order to march a full expedition into the unexplored depths of Aersel, the underworn, one needs to go through Nakar Kradavai. This district of ruins, Kradavai, is dotted with excavated passages to the underworn, specifically expanded over the years to support larger expeditions. It is in these entrances, in their own little slices of the Undercity, that the scavenger guilds have made their home. They have already supplied a great deal of knowledge and expertise to this particular Imperial expedition, but apparently they were not quite satiated with their compensation. I'll just give you all the money, I don't give a fuck. As the expedition prepared to descend into the Undercity, they were met by a blockade of scavengers demanding larger cuts of the profits, though they could simply be dispersed. The implicit threat is they're all the same. If the Amarwar deny their request, they could make life very difficult indeed. So, you do that one. Pay them off for 10,000 ducats. Well, I mean, adventurers' loyalty and merchant loyalty is high enough, so we'll just do that one. Use contacts. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everyone's happy enough. Die crisis. That one's fine. Die crisis. Good for the gnomes. Aldradar felt uneasy as the army halted at the end of the Edgeworm. The warm lights of the Undercity have receded. The harsh blue-white of targeted mage light are replacing them. Many Nakari citizens had gathered to watch them depart, eager to catch a glimpse of the Amarwar, or say goodbye to any scavengers they knew in the army. As they had just been reminded, some were undoubtedly there with ulterior motives. To tail them, maybe pick some of them off, swindle them as scavengers had done. The underground was a lawless place after all. That didn't bother the Amarwar, though. He had 10,000 elves with him, a sizable number even on the field of battle. A number of the Mudalias, alongside the king of Nakar Kradavai, joined him, alongside some other warlords who tagged along, eager for glory. No. Adar's real fear was the unknown. Steel, after all, could cut through flesh far better than it could cut through darkness. But he'd just have to deal with it. With a short speech and a flash of his saber, the Amarwar called for the expedition to advance further into the dark. One way or another, they would uncover Aersel's secrets. We will do, in fact, exactly that. When the Abjuration mages finally unwound the wards, and the artificers blasted through the smooth stone doors, it was like walking into the past. The armory was pristine, with whitewashed walls, racks of precursor weapons, and shining sets of armor, interspersed with beautiful bone-white statues of the elves of ages past. Then the statues. Chalomata came to life. As soon as they detected intruders, they awoke from their slumber, grabbed the nearest weapons to them, and charged, acting on commands issued thousands of years ago by long-dead masters. Animated through necromancy, the souls of the dead coursing through their metal bodies, their advance did not stop until they were dismembered, hacked, or blasted apart. Even then, their broken limbs did not give up, only stopping their unyielding crusade when the priests surged forwards and exorcised them. By the end of the battle, the white walls of the armory had been painted red with the blood of Teichendi, who tried to plunder it, but the defenders were nothing more than lifeless husks too. Now Adradar needed to decide what to do with its contents. Sell them, gain shit tons of money. I don't need money. Give it to the artificers. Unlock a random invention. Hell yeah. Does it tell me what I get? No. I think I got this? No. I want to turn that one on. It's only 10. Yeah, whatever. The underworn of Nanru Nakar holds many terrors that have claimed the lives of tens of thousands of scavengers and vagrants alike over the years. The assassin-like Dave Adeka, swarms of sheer-toothed Kotam Kompu, tank-like giant armadillos, idle wandering Chalomata, and elves hiding in the shadows who would much prefer their works out of the public eye. Cultists of Uzradil or devious blood mages, but those threats are not what the Scav guilds fear the most. The expedition was encamped when the Pale Ones attacked. They spared no prisoners, they gave no warning. One moment the lookouts were starting into the darkness, the next they were fighting for their lives. The Kredivana, pale-skinned elves suited to the conditions of the underground, are slight but fierce warriors. They have dwelt in the depths of Airsil for thousands of years or more, the descendants of the slaves who joined Leander Modelier in fleeing Ebonat's advance in the decades after the ruin, had not returned to the surface with their descendants. Using their command over magic and the underground's treacherous terrain, they are a formidable enemy, and seem to always have just enough numbers to make life for intruders hell. As piercing screams and rumble of magefire echoes through the camp, everyone must do their part, or else the expedition may well face a very grim fate indeed. Yeah, fight them off. Because I have extra ACA and discipline. Hell yeah. It was a hard-fought battle, but eventually Kredivana were driven off, leaving behind scores of dead warriors, Bone Pale White and Teichendi tan both. By morning, the expedition had tallied its losses, packed up its tents and supplies, and ready to both move deeper into the underground and face more Kredivana attacks. They were relieved, however, to not face any. As the expedition approached, any Kredivana scouts that were lucky enough to spot quickly fled. As they came across Kredivana villages and encampments, they found them deserted in a hurry. The Deep Elves did not bother to even take their belongings, which the expeditionaries happily helped themselves to. The scholars and mages were astonished to find that Kredivana, long thought to be merely mindless savages, actually had a strong martial culture, shaped from the various items found in the underground. Among their works of art were those of a more religious significance, most dedicated to defending against demons from above, but some against unknown terrors from below too. In one such village, soldiers came across an area marked with signs of danger and caution, obvious even to outsiders. Delving deeper, they discovered a strange altar guarded by broken, exorcised Chalomata. There were intact scrolls atop it, and some are saying that the Amarowar may be able to commune with whatever the altar was dedicated to. Yeah? Seems reasonable. Really liking this delving event thing. That's really cool. The expeditioners thought the Kredivana had been cowed, afraid of the might of the demons above. They advanced lazily into the deep darkness, swatting away or shooting anything that came near. When the foes' calls of Kredivana rang out, many thought it was just a raid, maybe an over-eager lookout pointing at a shout. Then the screams of desperate shouts and musket fire, mage bolts, clash of steel and rending of flesh. Before even 10 minutes had passed, the expeditionaries understood what they were facing, why they had faced so few of the denizens of the underground. They were not retreating, but regrouping. Now tens of thousands of pale, elven warriors attacked at once. Most either bore simple spears, slings, axes, or used their hands as spell focuses. The champions bore glistening precursor armor and blades of enchanted ruined steel. Each Kredivana fought tirelessly, desperately, as if their whole purple was at stake, as if their whole world would end if they lost. They fought with wounds that would send most others crying for their mother or their gods, climbing over the bodies of the fallen kin to take up an assault. They had a single battle cry on their lips: Yandadhar! If the expedition does not fight with the same determination as their enemy, things are going to get very bloody indeed. I've taken and damage, and I lose 10 regiments. Lots of text. There is a lot of text. After a few hours, the fighting died down, and the Kretavana retreated. The expedition, bruised, bloody, but alive, continued into the depths, in a grim sort of silence. The Kretavana would not be coming back, not for anything. They wouldn't risk extinction by attacking again. All that was left now was for the expeditionaries to discover what the Kretavana had so jealously guarded. They found out soon enough. As they descended, warning signs had been found near the altar repeated, and grew more dire. The mages of the expedition complained of headaches, and of unnatural power, mana coursing through the air. A blue mist formed as the party advanced. Then they saw writing. Most could not read it, but the scholars identified it well enough. Stay out, do not advance, doom ahead, beware the glow! All written in an ancient tongue. Not that of the ancient Kretavai or the Slaver nobles, but of Tassien, or Tesseni. The warnings came to a massive chamber, large enough to house an ancient dragon. The expeditionaries gasped as they entered. Hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of golden precursor slave collars had been piled high in the vault. Like how a dragon hoarded gold. Every single collar had a Dame's Tear crystal within, bathing the room in a near-blinding blue light. There were 4 Kretavana champions in the room, wearing the silver steel armor of ancients, praying, kneeling. They turned, gorged on the might of magic, and charged. Only after they had each felled scores of Teichindi soldiers were they dispatched. The Amarwar himself, the Mudlia king of Nekar Kretavai by his side, approached what they had once guarded. A single skeleton, clad in resplendent armor, laid against the foot of the pile of collars. A message had been written at her feet. My name is Landiel. My children call me Leandara. Remember me. Wait, is that the fucking... When we fought the, Omen Nieru, whatever the fuck it was, when we had that big rebellion thing and they had one dude in armor that looked like a bit of a dragon, is that this motherfucker? No, it wasn't the siblings' war. Interloper. Was it this? No. I don't remember, but I feel like it was. Mother of my blood, the Mudlia king cried as he fell to his knees. Mother of my blood, we've found you again! The purpose of the chamber was clear. This was the tomb of Leandara Mudlia, the once mythical founder. It wasn't, actually. I made a mistake. It wasn't that. The mythical founder of the Mudlia dynasty who descended from Tesseni to smite the slaver nobles who had once ruled the city. In a way, it was also the tomb of the slaver nobles themselves. The implements of their eponymous rule, their gilded slave collars, as elegant and beautiful in form as they were brutal and domineering in their conception, had been stockpiled, hidden away, a fortune of gold and Dame's-Tear. On closer inspection, most of the collars were deformed, battered, or broken. Many of the pure Dame's-Tear crystals had been cracked, shattered, having surely once glowed a bright white. Even 1,000 years later, they still glowed a warm blue. And having been radiating their magic away for thousands of years, exposed to the air, the glow was poison. To say that the expedition is divided on what to do with the tomb is probably an overstatement. Excuse me. Most are united on their desire to hold the collars to the surface and scrap them for all they're worth, although some mages would prefer they are given some for study. There are some, however, who wish to honor what they believe is Leandara's wish, and seal the tomb. Though it seems there are more side passages that suggest Nanu Nakar goes deeper. No matter our choice, it's unlikely we'll be able to continue on. Alright, so do I want 20% goods produced in Nakar Kretavai, 200 of each monarch point, 20 Inno? And I lose 50 monarch points, 500 gold, 5 Inno, because I took 1 damage. Oh, I get that regardless. Yearly tax income, 240. Dame's Tear in Nakar Kretavai. Currently has no. Although the inflation reduction is nice. You also give inflation reduction. I think I just do that one. Seal the tomb. Yeah, I'll just seal the tomb. It's fine. Nice. So for this, I need adventurers to be a bit more loyal. Ooh, if I get rid of this. Wait, I have another rebel control province. Where? Eres Veren. Come on, motherfucker. There we go. The Slaver nobles, the precursor elves who used to rule Teichend before the ruin, left countless ruins dotting the landscape of Teichend. While many of them have already been ransacked for artifacts and relics, or even dismantled for their precursor steel and scrap, there remains a great many of them now hidden below ground, out of sight, but not necessarily out of reach. We need more relics for our burgeoning experiments with artificery, and if we have to dig up half of Teichend to find them, then so be it! So I lose some money, and I get precursor relics in a bunch of different provinces. Very cool. Artifice capacity plus 50? Brother! Change my motherfucking ruler style. Dreamer. That is fucking wild. Although I am in mixed mode, which so is only plus 25. But even so, that's fucking great. Give me this movement speed. I got 20 left. Could turn this one on. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, I got actually 96 capacity. Okie dokie. To the warlords, might makes right, victory makes glory, and autonomy allows more victory. It is those beliefs, however, that cause so much trouble for empires past. There's two approaches to the problem. One follows the path of the Mudlayers, to sit upon high chair and make oneself an aid, not a hindrance, to the ambitions of your subordinates. The other is the path of the Gofirans. Assert your power, remind your vassals that a restrained warlord can win more glory than a dead one. If we're to further imperial power, you'll need to pick that. Alright, so I guess I'm going with the second set of things. Which is fine, because GovCap modifier 25 is better, I think. Yeah, I actually prefer the second one. I changed my tier 7. What is my current tier 7? Meritocratic recruitment? Yeah, I don't care about changing that. The Amor War looked out at the hundreds of thousands gathered on the banks of the Goptrai. Once, Olikar the Fortuitous held a great festival here to mark the 1,000-year anniversary of the ruin. Every warlord worth anything gathered here, with their retinues and families, and now they gathered once more. They lined up to kneel before him, to prostrate themselves before the Emperor and proclaim their glory, to shower him with gifts, and when they died, their heirs would come to kneel as well, and their heirs after them. It was an ingenious system, one that forced each major warlord of the realm to bow to imperial power, one that reminded them of their true place in the world. The Tylatam system, it was called. Amidst the death throes of the Second Gophiran Empire, its progenitor, Tylatam Sangamar, had employed it to great effect in the lands he controlled, binding the warlords of the Calavan to him while he turned his attention to winning a civil war. It didn't save Tylatam in the end, as assassins of the Nakelana slaughtered his advisors and generals and left his movement in the dirt. But the Tylatam system signified the final form of Gofir's hegemonic aspirations, the final step in their plan to make their rule over Teichend eternal. Dainataratam Raklulakan would fulfill that plan. Here they would kneel, and out there they would obey. The warlords had enough power already over his actions, over the Empire's future, but he would not allow them to control the Empire's future. He would not allow those who rejected that right to persist into the future either. He noted tens of thousands there, and felt hundreds not. But they would be crushed in due time, and their replacements, like the rest of the warlords and the rest of the world, would be forced to kneel. Alright, I get some rebels, but not difficult. Oh, island rebels. Ew. That will do nicely. So I need to have some trade power there, and 4 provinces with precursor relics at 12. With, oh, manufactories. Apparently I've got a bunch more manufactories I can do. Sure thing. Sure thing, boss. Right, I just got a bunch of new provinces with that, so we'll be able to do that soon. But what I think I'm going to do is end the stream here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will be doing, of course, more of the Larankar Empire probably tomorrow. And we'll probably end up conquering a bunch of Pearl's Edge. I need to get to 90 Vainglory for a mission, so hopefully conquering all of Pearl's Edge area will be able to do that. So, yeah, should be able to be a bit of fun. So, hope you guys stick around for that. I will see you then. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye. Also, sub to the VOD channel. Yeah.